Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the second part of Shop My Stash, the new series that I had started a couple of weeks ago. So I don't know if you guys watched that first video, but basically I am going through my own collection and pulling out things to use for a couple of weeks. I think the last time I filmed this was maybe 3 or 4 weeks ago. I ended up using the items that I previously pulled out longer than I was supposed to because it's winter here in Chicago and we had such bad weather that I actually didn't work for an entire week. I stayed home, so that entire week I did not do makeup because I was literally working on my laptop from home and I still had on pajamas, so I didn't want that week to go to waste, so I added an extra week or so that I could use the products. So anyway, we're gonna get started because this is gonna be very long. I am going to open up my drawer where I keep my makeup and pull out everything, and we are gonna go shopping for some new products in my collection. So if you guys are new here, please go ahead and subscribe. I hope you guys like the video, and welcome back to everyone who is coming back again. So here underneath my vanity is where I keep my makeup that I'm using for the week. It's just very convenient to have it here right next to me in this drawer. So I have these two containers. So this first container, I'm going to slide it out if I can. I'll just sit it up here. And then I will take the second container out as well. And so this is the stuff that I had. I used this foundation twice out of the 4 weeks because I was stuck on something else. I already know that I love this one. This one gives you a very healthy finish and it doesn't look too matte, which I've been loving a lot lately, like glowy foundations. I believe I ordered this on Amazon. I'm not sure if it's available anywhere else, but Kathleen Lights used to rave about this, and she said the only place that she can get it was on Amazon because it's like, I think, a UK brand, I believe. So I really like this one. I didn't, use it that much because I've used it before, but I'm gonna put it back away and I will probably use it at another time. And then this is the one that I used the most because the first day I used it, I wasn't sure if I liked it. And I was like, oh, I am not putting it back in my collection. I am going to declutter that ASAP. But I used it almost for a week and a half because the next day I was like, okay, it's not that bad. Maybe it was the primer or something else. And then I kept using it because I wanted to be sure. And it turns out I really do like it. I think it's the primer. I'll show you guys which primer I used, but I did end up liking it, and I used it almost a week and a half. I wish this would go down so I can see exactly where it is, but I got a lot of use out of this, so I was excited. And every time that I used it, I used the concealers to go with them, and I like both of these very much. I used this one, which is lighter. This one is in the shade Ivory. I use that one like right in my inner corner to brighten it, and then I use this one everywhere else. This one is in the shade light medium, and I really like those. I figured I'd use those with the Maybelline Better Skin foundation, and I was using this setting powder to set since it's also Maybelline, and I love this powder. This stuff's amazing. And I went through quite a lot of it. I already have like 2 more backups because Maybelline actually sent me these a while back. But I used a lot of it. And this was actually the only setting powder I used in the whole 3-ish weeks that I had this collection out. Because I also pulled this out. I was going to use this as like a press setting powder. And this, I don't know. You guys leave me a comment below if you guys use this, if you love it. I don't know if I'm using it wrong, but I was rubbing my fluffy brush on this and then trying to set my face. There was absolutely no product coming off. I even like tried to scratch it off thinking there was like a like one of those like layers that you have to kind of scratch off, but no, that didn't work either. And I honestly think I'm gonna just toss this now. I don't know if I should put it back in my drawer and then wait until I do a declutter powder video so that I can have something to actually declutter, but I don't really want to do that either. I think I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to wait for you guys to comment below and let me know if you guys use this, if you guys like it, or if you guys feel the same way, because if you guys feel the same way, I'm going to toss it, but if someone actually loves it and I'm using it wrong, let me know. But I'm going to put it to the side for right now. I had that powder out because I was using it with the Photo Focus foundation, which is one of my favorite right now from the drugstore. I use this, like I said, I was using Maybelline for over a week and a half, and then I used this one about a week. I really like this foundation. I already knew I liked it. That's why I pulled it out, because I didn't want to have too many new things that I didn't know if I liked. I didn't want to have like bad weeks, but I got a lot of use out of this one. I love it, and if you guys haven't tried it, you should try it. It's another one that gives you a nice glowy finish. This I received, and I was planning on using it, but I didn't get to, so I'm going to leave it in here. This is the NARS New Sheer Glow Foundation, and I got it as like a little Sephora freebie, and it actually is in the shade that I use my, I think it's the Natural Radiant foundation by NARS. I'm medium 1 Punjab, so I'm going to keep that in there because I want to use it. And I still didn't get to use this Fenty Beauty, a little small one, so I'm going to keep this one in here as well. I'm going to pull out these Urban Decay All Nighter concealers. I used these a few times also, and I really like them. They're a little bit more drying under the eyes than I would prefer, but they have good coverage. But I prefer more hydrating concealers. These aren't very hydrating. And I do remember having to wet my sponge to kind of blend them out, but I like the coverage on them, so gonna put those aside. In terms of primer, this is the primer that I was saying I used the first day with that Maybelline, and I had a horrible makeup day, which is funny because this claims to be a pore perfecting cooling primer, and it's one of those that when you shake it, the can gets really cold and the primer comes out, and usually cold stuff kind of like closes up your pores. But my makeup looked so horrible. It looked like the foundation was sitting on top of my skin. My pores were actually emphasized. So I didn't use this primer at all after that, because after the next day when I used the Maybelline foundation with another primer, my makeup looked good. So I was blaming this. So I don't know about this product. I should have given it another try and used it with a foundation that I love, but I was just scared because my makeup looked so horrible. I didn't want to have another bad makeup day, so I think I'm going to put this to the side with this powder for right now and decide what I'm going to do with that. The Kylie concealer I used only twice. I know I like her concealers. They're very good coverage and they blend really good. I have a wrong shade though. This is kind of like almost a little bit almost darker, I would say, than my actual skin tone. So I use this to spot conceal and like cover up like some stuff. I didn't use this under the eyes. I need to pick up another color because I really like it. But I'm waiting for them to go on sale. I think they're $20 alone, but sometimes she has like the 2 for $30. So when I see that sale, I'm gonna probably get 2 lighter colors. So I like this. I use this Pixie Glow Rose Glow Mist, and this gave me such glowy skin. I really like this, and it smells really good. So excited about this. I used this a couple of times, but I was mostly using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Oh, this stuff is good. I already bought a backup. I bought it when I bought my, what did I buy? The Jeffree Star brush set and the Jeffree Star sponges. I ordered a backup. I think this stuff is $15 a bottle, and it's 2.8 fluid ounces, but this stuff's so good. The mist that comes out is just amazing. So I can't tell, but it feels like it's almost empty. So I'm happy I got a backup, and I think they even changed the packaging to like their new logo. So this is the new bottle here, but I'm not going to use this week because we're supposed to be using new stuff. So and then I used this primer a couple of times, the Amani Perfect 10 Primer Serum. I wasn't sure if this was expired or not, but I kept smelling it every day that I pumped it out, but it ended up being okay. I used this maybe 4 times. I'll show you guys the primer. It's actually sitting on my vanity, and I'll tell you guys why. But I did like this, and I'm gonna put it back in my stash now. And over here, I had this Elsie one out. The reason I ended up putting this one up there was because when it lays down, it's kind of hard to pump it out, and there's so little in here, so I just kept it out so when I could use it, it would be ready for me. And I actually believe, I know I'm supposed to be using other stuff, but I'm going to keep this sitting on my vanity. I think there's probably only 2 or 3 more uses, and if I'm going to have this stuff out for 2 weeks, I'll still be getting use out of something else because I want to finish this one up. I've had it for a while. I love this primer. I'm going to be sad when it's done, but it's time for it to be done. So I'm going to put it right back there. So that whole bin is done. And then I used the Morphe Cool Tones blush palette. Love this palette. I'm going to put that one away. The other blushes that I was using were the Milani, you know, the rose ones, and I love those. The blushes and bronzers and highlighters I had no problems with at all. I was loving these Pixie highlighters. These things are seriously super blinding. Definitely like one of the best highlighters in my collection for that wet look, not like powdery. So I love those highlighters. Oh, I used this as a blush too. It's the Pixie and Aspen Novard collab in Rome Rose. And this was like super glowy. It looked like I had highlighter on my cheeks, and I loved it. And it was the first time I used that product, so I was happy that I did that. I also was using the Gerard Star Powder in Audrey as a highlighter, and I really like that. Champagne Pop Splits I used. This is half Champagne Pop, and the other one was Flower Child as a blush. Love. Absolutely love. I already knew I loved that. Then for bronzers, I never used the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer, so I don't know. Should I leave it in there? The BH, this is a Satin Bronzer in Tranquil Tan. I used this a couple of times, and I'm going to put that back. This bronzer is what I could not stop using. I just like fell in love, and I did not want to use anything else. Trying to open it to show you guys. This is the Kiko bronzer. Look at that. And it's such a huge pan. I don't know if you guys can tell how big it is, but it's like the size of a Jeffree Star Skin Frost. It's huge. But it's a beautiful, beautiful color, and it blends so well. So this is what I was using. It's in the shade 200 Warm Melange. And it's by Kiko. I ordered this from the Kiko website a while back, and the packaging is really pretty. So that was the bronzer that I didn't want to ever stop using. And I'm going to pick a new lip scrub. I used this a couple of times. This is in the flavor Watermelon Gum by Jeffree Star. And I have so many lip scrubs, so I want to keep those in rotation. I think I'm going to leave that in there. Also, this Joy bronzer I got recently, and this wasn't in my original Shop My Stash. I stuck this in a drawer because this order came in from Joy, and I thought I wanted to use it before putting it in. So I only used it twice, but I'm going to leave it in here also. This is in the shade Suntan. So, alright guys, that was 15 minutes of talking about what was in last couple of weeks. You guys told me you guys wanted a little review before I swapped them out, so those were my reviews on the items. If you guys have any questions about those, just leave me a comment. I will be answering the questions. And now we're just gonna move over I got my chips. We're going to move over to my primer drawer, and we're going to pick some primers for this week. Guys, we did a primer declutter not too long ago, and look how full my drawer is. I swear I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I did do it. I definitely want to use this. This I bought recently. This is the $8 e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer that's supposed to be a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas. I'm not going to lie. I opened it. I tried it once and I enjoyed it. But I wanted to finish what I had in there, so I had put it back, but you guys can see I did use it. So also because I had a couple of girls at work asking me how it was so that they can buy it. So I used it for that. So I am going to use that this week. Also, I would like to use this Rose Water Drop Primer, which I got from Wet n Wild website recently. So we're going to pull that out. And one more because I have the Elsie one. Let's see. I would like to use something that's kind of going, let's see, that I've had for a while. The Wet n Wild and the e.l.f. one I just pulled out are both new. I should be using. You know what? We're going to use this Stila one because, actually I lied. I'm going to pull two out. We're going to pull this Stila One Step primer out because I heard someone rave about this recently. I think it was Shan XO. And I've never given that one a chance. So I think she had the color correcting one. Mine's is the all white one. I'm going to pull this out because this was just in our BoxyCharm. And I remembered that I really like this. So I'm going to use mine's. The one I got in BoxyCharm, I put in a giveaway. So I'm waiting for the winner to contact me. I already chose someone. So if you guys entered, thank you for entering. We do have a winner. I'm just waiting for her to get back to me. So those are primers. Let's go into this drawer because I neglect this drawer a lot. And I have so many, like 2 foundations and CC creams that need to be used. I really want to use this It Cosmetics Matte CC Your Skin But Better CC cream, but it's the matte formula. I'm going to pull that out. I'm also going to pull out some L'Oreal products because these are old. I want to use these. I can tell how empty this almost is. So I like to mix these two. So I'm going to consider this like one. So I'm going to pull these out. And let's pull out... Should we pull out anything from this drawer? Should I go into... Oh, you know what? I want to try this because I don't know if I love this product or not. Let's try this Full Coverage Foundation by Tarte. Light, medium, neutral. Yeah, that's my color. So, we'll try that. And we'll try one foundation in a bottle. Let's get our setting powder. What do we want, guys? I definitely want to use my LA Girl pressed. It's already like hitting pan. So I'll finish that up if I can make it through anything with it. Let's use... Should we use Patrick Star? I feel like I've used that so much and I know how much I love it. Peach setting powder. Let's use this Hourglass. I haven't used this that much. The Veil Translucent. And is this the drawer I was in? Someone said in my last video they were hoping I picked something that I didn't grab. I wonder if this was that drawer. I can't remember. I already love Laura Mercier. She's like holy grail. Let's try this Lancome Absolute. This might end up being like a highlighter for me because I've seen Jaclyn Hill apply this as a highlighter. I'm going to try that. That totally made a mess in my drawer. So we got primers, a couple of foundations, and some setting powders. Let's look for... Okay, we can get highlighters. I'm trying to think if there is highlighters anywhere else. You know what? I think I want to use a highlighter palette this time. Yeah, let's do that. I have not used my ABH glow kits in a while, and I would like to, so we are going to use, let's see, yep, we're gonna use that one. And let's pick one more. I want to, you know what, I want to use this new Wet n Wild one I just got. Because I like the Wet n Wild highlighters, and I have a bunch of singles, but I never reach for them because I don't like reaching for singles so much. So I'm going to use this one. So we've got 2 highlighter palettes. I think that's enough for highlighters. Let's get some blush. Oh, let's get some... Well, I think I wanted to get one more foundation. Man, this drawer is a hot mess. What is going on in here? What do we want to use in here? I'm gonna use this. Born This Way. I have this shade light beige. I think this is the shade I was using. I think nude is a little too light for me now. So that's that. And you know what? For blushes, I'm just going to use what's up here. I moved all of my Milani blushes up here on top. So I'm going to use those and these Too Faced ones. And that's going to be blush for the week. What else do we need? Oh, we need bronzer. Alright. Let's get bronzer. We're going to get this because I just got this. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. And this is the matte one. I only have the chocolate gold. So I want to see how that one goes. And let's pick one more. I kind of want to use the other Kiko one since that one was so good. But I also kind of want to do something different. Let's use this by Dalton. It's a huge one. Another huge one. So, we're going to use these 2 bronzers. And so we got blush, bronzer, and highlight over here. Well, the blushes are on top of the vanity. And we've got my primers, foundations. We need a setting spray or a couple of them. Since we're going to use that Wet n Wild Rose, I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Rose because I ordered these together. So that will be one. And let's just get one more. I want to try and use some more of this down because I've only used a little. I was using the Rose Glow Mist, so I'm going to use the Makeup Fixing Mix by Pixie this week. And I am going to grab a Fix Plus because I kind of forget about my Fix Pluses because they're up here. So we are going to use, should we use coconut? Is this coconut? Yeah, or we'll use coconut since we already have a rose. So those are going to be the setting sprays. And now we need to get a Jeffree Star lip scrub. My dog down there, excuse us, Tinky, we're coming by to get a lip scrub. I am going to put the watermelon gum back. And we got pumpkin spice. Oop, strawberry sounds good. Strawberry gum. So we have watermelon gum, and now we're getting strawberry. She just loves to sit there. So we have that. And I think that's... Oh, we didn't get concealer. Jeez, what's wrong with us? Alright. Concealers. Oh, this one is always, like, hard, too. I am going to use... I ordered the new e.l.f. Camo Concealer. I'm waiting for my order to come in from Ulta. I also ordered a new foundation. I ordered the new L'Oreal Infallible. I don't remember if I love this or not. Fair? Ooh, that's light. I don't know about that. What's this little guy? Bye Bye Under Eyes. Nah. Alright, we got the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, so let's use the concealer to go with it. I have vanilla here, nude. Oh, what else is back there? Honey. Oh, I think that's my contour shade. And light beige. Light beige is the same shade I use for... I'm going to take the nude and vanilla out. I'll mix those on one day. So, actually, let's pull this guy out too. I love this concealer so much. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. And I have light neutral here. And I think I ordered another shade recently because that one was kind of light. So, if I... There it is. I'm going to pull those two out. I ordered it in just light. So, I'm going to use these two and the two Born This Ways. And those are going to be concealers. And if e.l.f. comes in during the week... Oh! I ordered this too. This is the Joey Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer. I got the shade Toast. I'm going to pull this out too. So, I have 3 different concealers because, you know, I mixed the shades. So, the 2 Born This Way shades is 1. The 2 Rainforest of the Sea is number 2. And then this is number 3. So, I have 3 different concealers for the week. So, we're good, guys. I think someone also made a comment that I didn't pull out any lip products, eyebrow products, mascara, stuff like that. So, usually I get ready in the mornings and I apply like my face, what do you call, like complexion. I do primer, foundation, concealer, bronzer, blush, highlight, and then I go to work and I do like my eyes there. So my brow products are already at work in my drawer, and so is my mascara. And I do need to still pull out some eyeshadow palettes, but I keep all of those at work. I do have my drawers here. Here are all of my backup brow products. I don't need anything right now because I'm using stuff at work. And then I have so many backup mascaras also. So I use my mascara, you know, 3 months or until it starts getting clumpy. But that's why I don't pull those out on camera, because they're mostly at work, what I'm using for the time being. But I am going to pull out some eyeshadow palettes. I forgot to mention to you guys, I did pull them out with you guys in the last video, but I left them at work. Me and my friend were using them, and she actually got bored of them. She's like, can you bring some stuff? So she didn't really like anything that I brought. They were kind of, the nudes were too nude on her. They weren't showing up. They were showing up on me, and she's lighter than me. I think they were almost too much her skin tone. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some more palettes now. I'm going to have so many palettes at work tomorrow when I go because I have all of those still. But we can pull some palettes together. I had took a Too Faced palette and she didn't like it. Do I want to take more Too Faced? I don't even know what I want to use. I have no clue where to begin. I do want to use this Sultry palette. I haven't really played with her since I got it. So, we're going to definitely... I don't know if she's going to enjoy this one, but I know I will. Those shimmers. Yeah. So, Sultry palette we can play with. And... I was using the James Charles palette like this whole time. I was so in love with every look that I was doing at work. I like the James Charles palette a lot. Let's see. Do we have something over here? We have... Oh, Dream Street. Let's use Dream Street. I love the Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette. So I'm gonna use her, and I don't know if I'm gonna find a nude palette for her because let's see, what can we bring? Sorry guys, I have a hot mess here. Can we just talk about this? Like, I have no room on my vanity. No room at all. I wish this was live so much so you guys can like chit chat with me and tell me what to grab. Oh, you know what? She did tell me she wanted to use the Kris Jenner. She wanted to use the Kris Jenner palette because I brought it to work one time and she had already did her makeup at home, and then I took it back home and she's like, wait, I want to use that, so we'll pull this one out so that she can use it. And since we're in the Kylie drawer, I want to use a Kylie palette too. Actually, that's one that I have to put back. I had the burgundy palette. Wait, so should I use Kylie again? I used Kylie last time. See, my burgundy one, it was sitting right there. Maybe not. I don't know. Guys, this is hard. It's hard to plan out like your eyeshadow for the entire couple of weeks because it's like, what if I get bored of it? Let's stare at Too Faced for a little bit. Not too little bit. We're at 34 minutes. I gotta end this soon. Pick something, Evita. Jeez, it's not that complicated. My dog's like, yeah, pick something, mama. Okay, let's do this. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by a toe. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We're gonna use the Nudie Patootie by Laura Lee. I actually love this palette, so happy it landed on that. I have not used the Lunar Beauty Manny MUA's palette yet, and the one next to it is the Friendcation palette. So that's what we got, guys. I'm gonna organize all of this and try and make it fit back into my drawer here. I hope you guys enjoyed installment number 2 of this series. If you guys have any suggestions, leave a comment below. If you guys like it, let me know. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these products, etc. I love you guys, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.